Okay, here's the rig all hooked up on 40 meters with the vertical antennas, and we'll tune around a bit, and you can get an idea of especially what the selectivity is like with that 4-pole crystal IF filter. So let me tune around and I'll show you one of the bugs of the thing that I haven't worked out yet, but I probably won't. So let's see what we can hear. Here's the RIT. I can go up a few kilohertz or down a few kilohertz. That's a 3-turn precision pot. Main tuning is Varactor Tune JFET VFO. Covers about 50 kilohertz, and that's a 10-turn pot that I got at a Hamfest for $5. The digital dial was an afterthought. I have a switch to turn it off because it won't last too long on that 9-volt battery. That's right on the margin. I tried to get it to run off the main power supply that powers the rest of the rig, but I had problems and it was coupling noise back into the receiver, and I didn't feel like messing with it, so I just put a battery on it and have the ability to turn it on and off to save the battery a bit, because you don't really need it all the time. Okay, let's tune around some more. I've actually worked several Europeans, Western Sahara in Africa, a couple of Central and South Americans with this thing, using the RIT as a split function. But you can see it's pretty stable. And it sounds pretty good. It's got an audio derived AGC, which after I got the initial thing working turned out to be pretty quick on the priority list. The receiver was so sensitive that a strong signal would come on and just about blow your eardrums out. I usually use headphones with it, but I got it hooked up to a speaker here right now. So anyway, on transmit, we'll find a frequency here. And I'll show you one of the issues here that I'm really not too worried about. It all has to do with how I set up the shorting of the receiver input for the QSK and not messing around with relays or diodes or anything. But if I send some V's here, the side tone is real low. But if I back off on the RF gain, I don't overload the receiver, and I get a nice clean QSK tone here. Instant QSK, but with the RF gain back down, what good is that? So that's kind of a bug. But most of the time, in actual QSOing, that's good enough for me as far as side tone goes. So let's do a QRL. I don't hear anybody, so let's call this a CQ. Putting out about 3 watts right now. Okay, nobody coming back. Let's tune around with the RIT a little bit here. Nobody heard my whopping signal, so we'll try it one more time. Now if I turn the RF gain back, and I quit overloading the front end, it sounds a lot better. Take another listen around. And no response. So let's tune around some more. Maybe W1AW is operating. That's at the very top end of my VFO. The audio amplifier in this is a little LM386, so it's not got a lot of punch to it. But especially for headphones, it's more than enough. And it'll get pretty loud with a loud signal. That's not W1AW, but a good strong signal. And they are not on at the moment. Anyway, that's a bit of a demonstration. Too bad the band wasn't busy, or you get a better idea of how selective this little receiver is with that 4-pole crystal filter. In fact, I'll rig up a little test jig and do another video here sometime showing you how I put those filters together and tinkered around with them, and even tried variable bandpass using varactor diodes for the shunt elements, and had mixed success with that. So, but anyway, it's been a fun project, made a lot of contacts, and thought you might be interested. So there you go. 73, and keep on tinkering.